Yeah, but they do watch the interviews as clips on social media. Anyhow, who cares why they want it? They want to write you a big fat check just to slip their name into an interview.
Okay. I mean, with this next check, I better be able to buy a house for my shoes.
You will. Now, you still have to actually win the game and score enough points to be the one they choose for the post-game interview. So.
Come on, Austin, I already got that.
All right. Well, look, just make sure you get some buckets tonight. They're obsessed with counting stats, especially points, but that's why they chose you. Am I right?
Hey, these deals is why I chose you.
Have a good game.
Appreciate it, Austin. Oh, yeah. Definitely getting that.
What's up, MP? Hi, everybody. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. Here with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. And how about we check the numbers for him?
And he's been outstanding offensively as of late. These last 5 games, he's been a beast at the offensive end. A different level score than he had been earlier in the season. Let's see if he can keep it up.
And here's the starting group for the New York Knicks. We've got Bilal Coulibaly. Jalen Brunson is out there with MP. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 3 spot. And for Chicago, they've got Josh Giddey. And it's Ramos in at the shooting guard position. Grant, these are 2 teams with some of the highest assist rates in the league.
Yeah, B.A. And it really goes to show the unselfish attitude they both have. Not to mention how many skilled passers are on both rosters.
And one of the ongoing storylines for MP this season, he's made it known that he is extremely focused on making a statement with his offense.
When you're expected to be the top scorer in a game, it's easy to forget how much effort that really takes on the floor. Those expectations have become a reality for MP, and he's been proving it more often than not.
And time now to go courtside with Allie LaForce for a report on MP.
I had a chance to chat with MP about comparisons to Hakeem's Rockets of the mid-1990s. He told me any team that repeats a championship is something to study, and that he admires the sheer will that Drexler and Olajuwon put on nightly, and how the role players were always ready to step up in key moments. You definitely see that influence on this team's approach, guys.
Yeah, that willpower, that really sets a championship team apart. Thanks, Allie. Pass to Giddey. The 3 ball. And it's MP with a rebound. We are all still talking MP's triple-double, Grant. A 60-20-10 game. My goodness.
Oh, as if 60 points isn't enough. MP adding in those 20 rebounds, 10 assists. Come on, B.A. That's just not fair. What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
A nice shot by Ramos.
Yeah, this is a highlight of Giddey's game. His innate ability to set others up.
For New York, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. MP outside. It's stolen. Here in the first quarter, with about 2 minutes gone by, the offensive rebound. Stevenson's shot is good.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Pass to MP. To the paint. Here's Brunson. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist.
Inside Brunson is pretty deadly. Just dropping his shot in.
Giddey scanning the floor. Here's Ramos. All alone. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. All right, here now, the league's top rebounders over the past month. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Pass to Buzelis, 6 to shoot. From outside, off the mark.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here is DiVincenzo. Back to MP. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
And so here is Chicago, following the bucket by the Knicks. Outside Giddey, takes a 3. It's rebounded by New York. They beat the Bulls during their last encounter in Chicago.
They were so consistent from the three-point range in that one, and that's a nice weapon to have as a visiting team.
Yeah, they just pummeled them on the perimeter. Did a nice job working the ball around and getting those high percentage looks.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Here's Ramos. 17 points for him last game against Washington. And it's Giddey missing.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Left side Coulibaly. And now the Bulls in transition. Here's Stevenson. Misses the layup. Knicks trail by 3. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks so much. I spoke with the Bulls head coach for a bit. I asked Coach about Jalen Brunson's game and what stood out the most to him. He replied, I'd say his toughness as well as his leadership. His teammates rally behind him, and that's why we've got to bring that same kind of intensity to guarding him tonight. Containing Brunson won't be easy, but let's see if they're up for it. Guys?
And Allie. Oh, yes!
Whoa.
Throw it down!
Oh! Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? Giddey against MP. Pass to Coulibaly. Back to MP. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw.
First personal foul.
Most of the season behind us, Grant. Talk about the mindset for teams right now.
Well, if people tell you the standings don't affect the mindset, BA, they're lying. Everyone is asking themselves how they can improve or maintain position. You just don't want to backslide now.
New York making a switch here. Towns is checked in. Giddey passes to Ramos. Here's McKinney. All sorts of time, and he drops that one in. Ramos has got 8.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high-quality shooting.
MP to pass to Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Yeah, going right for the iron. Towns muscling his way through.
Chicago has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. Here's Ramos. Runs in defending. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for New York.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
You know, another thing that has impressed me has been their numbers of points in the paint. Just dominating down there. They're just getting whatever shot they want in close.
New York shooting their second and third shots at the line here. He's off on the first. Chicago making a switch here.
2 shots.
And that trip coming up empty. Missing both. The Bulls have gone 7 of 14 and looking in control. The shot by Sears, no good. New York trailing. To the inside, Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Trading the lead back and forth. Neither side is willing to back down.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside, and this has been a barn burner.
Stevenson, the pass to McKinney. Out to the right wing. The shot by Sears, no good.
All alone from mid-range. You gotta think he's kicking himself.
MP scanning the floor. Pass to Santos. And here's Sohan. There's the triple. No good that time. Here is Sears. No points yet. To the right side. Launches it. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. The Knicks have got 8 out of 12 shots to fall. Here's MP. Oh, throw it down. Wow. You know, words sometimes don't do justice to MP's greatness on the court, Grant. But how about numbers? A 20-20-20 triple-double.
Oh, BA, the kind of stat stuffing we've only seen before from Wilt Chamberlain and Russell Westbrook. He's lighting up box scores, opponents, marquees, you name it. He is here to shine.
Making the floater look this smooth is not as easy as it looks. It's a challenging shot.
Driving in. And MP throws it down.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Here's Ramos. No good on the three.
Grab that one. However, so far they're getting a little out-hustled on the boards.
1:33 left to play in the first. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Out to the wing. Here's Santos. Off the mark there with a three. Bulls trail by 3. Here's Ramos. Now shooting 50% for the game. He's 4 for 8.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
New York working the ball around now. MP, that one's good.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Here's Ramos. He's got 12. Pass to Sears. Here's Ramos. Here's the three. Good. That's his 5th bucket in 9 attempts.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Now MP. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. He was unstoppable. And he sinks it again. 7 of 7 from the field now.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Lets it go from 14. The shot by Sears, no good.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Oh, and the dunk by MP.
He throws it down with 2 hands. You know he won't mess that up.
Not this guy. He is a big-time finisher. Well, offense is the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. New York out in... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen from New York, what's your take so far?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
On the floor for New York, Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Jeremy Sohan. Then it's Dante DiVincenzo. Then there's Jalen Brunson. And it's MP in at the shooting guard position. From deep, Johnson. The Knicks pull it in. They come into this one following the loss to Atlanta.
Just a tough road loss. You're going against players who are comfortable shooting in their own building. You have to find a way to disrupt their focus.
Well, they weren't fighting through screens. Their closeouts and rotations were late. You name it, and let's just say they didn't do it on defense.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Inside. Picked it out of midair. Driving to the basket. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Sohan, the pass to MP. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Here's Sears. The Bulls with another miss. Knicks leading by 8. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the Hawks had a huge game. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and as always, a lot of those points came in bunches of 3. And really, it's a game that will stand out when you look at his career, considering how absurd some of those numbers are. Guys?
Thanks as always, Allie. Great report. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
Yeah, he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
Gets the 3 ball to go. And the Knicks lead by 9.
He's been playing great, unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
And now the first timeout called here for Chicago.
Get down with your
for New York. It's February. Let's see how things are shaping up in the East. You take a look at the Knicks. This season has been an absolute dream for them. They're currently at #1 as the postseason approaches. And of course, Chicago, they're a ways down in the standings. Pass to Giddey. Nice move. Three-pointer, Buzelis. And it's New York with a rebound. MP's got rebound number 8 here already in the game.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass, really getting after it and being physical.
New York working the ball around now. 5 to shoot. New York needs to get off a shot here. To the middle. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Reed. Down low. A slam dunk by Reed.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Gets the 3 to fall.
They're unafraid to let it rip from downtown, extending their lead.
And that one's good. Giddey.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Outside Brunson. To the paint. Here's MP. And it's Giddey with a rebound. The Bulls trail by 8. And one thing that's fun to watch, when Josh Giddey grabs a defensive rebound and goes coast to coast, RJ.
Yeah, that's when he is at his best. Ball is in his hand. Out in space, playing with speed. Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
MP outside. Coulibaly on the wing. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got 8 assists here tonight.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Reed with it, now guarded by Sohan. Pass to Johnson. Here's McKinney. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Outside Brunson. Back to DiVincenzo. And again, New York with the triple.
I just love the ball movement.
And Giddey has got the ball here for Chicago. They trail by 14. After this game, they can look forward to Boston, where they will match up against the Celtics. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home. And the Bulls call time here. And now that they have some time to get a little bit of rest, it's time for these players to regroup while hydrating themselves with some Gatorade, looking to gain a boost of energy as they continue to play in this game.
And staying hydrated is the only surefire way to do it. An athlete's body doesn't have the same power and stamina without proper hydration. These guys will be sure to use this timeout wisely.
Stevenson, he's checked in for Chicago. New York also changing it up. DeAndre Ayton, he's checked in for Sohan. And Jang subbed in for DiVincenzo. MP, the pass to Ayton. MP. Oh, it's his 10th basket on 12 tries. You got to appreciate the efficiency here.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
Pass to Buzelis. Now here's Giddey. Here's McKinney to win the run. The shot's good on the assist by Giddey. Giddey's got 3 assists now in this one.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
MP up top. Giddey defends. Pass to Jang. Fires for 3. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Outside Giddey. And he's going for the oop here. Throw it down on the lob.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
Man, absolutely jaw-dropping. Over to the wing. To the inside. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Just such good vision from Brunson. He's able to spot a guy ready to attack.
Pass to Buzelis. To the middle.
Just flawless timing right there.
Right? The dish, the catch, the flush, the whole thing was perfect. MP against Giddey. MP, the pass to Ayton. And he banks in the layup. And the Knicks lead by 16.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Giddey. The Knicks with the rebound. MP with it. Give him 23. Inside. And there's Ayton on the assist by MP. Ayton's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, this is where Ayton's comfortable operating, using his height and array of inside moves to his advantage.
MP outside. To the paint. And Ayton with the stuff.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
And it's because they're not playing in a rush. They're just letting their shots come naturally within the flow of the offense.
Pass to Giddey. Back to Johnson. 1:51 left in the first half. The tricky little pass fake there. It's working well.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
Now here's Ayton. Stevenson defending. New York working the ball around now. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Yeah, look at Giddey stealing the spotlight. What a jam.
Giddey against MP. Ayton. Good. And the assist goes to MP. Ayton's got 8.
And you know Coach loves seeing his offense operate at this level. Great passing out there.
That one's good for 2.
He's looking much more confident here in the second quarter as far as his scoring goes.
Pass to Coulibaly. Outside Brunson. And another dime for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Giddey passes to Stevenson. Chang pulls it in.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Outside Brunson. MP left side. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Johnson. The Bulls trail by 20.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, and you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
I like seeing Giddey challenge defenses like this, making them compromise in the process.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now. That free throw good from Giddey. Both free throws good from Giddey. And here's MP. He's got 25. Towns a screen on Giddey. To the inside. Towns gets the bucket. Towns has got his third basket on the night right there.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. New York out in front, just dominating this one. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Howdy, folks.
Well, I think for the Knicks, I had them as a top team before the season, and now I'm picking them to make the finals. Tell me I'm wrong, Kenny. You can't, because I'm right. 2 + 2 is 5.
And as much as it pains me. Now looking at where we stand after 2 quarters, it has been a difficult game for the Chicago Bulls.
They don't want...
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And after a very lopsided first half, the second, And Grant, in recent years, we've seen the pace of the NBA game increasing.
Yeah, it stagnated in the 90s, but it is back. We're still not at the frenetic pace of the 1960s when we'd see over 120 possessions a game, but the efficiency is at an all-time high.
They've got Josh Giddey, and it's Buzelis in at the 4. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. And here's MP from outside. Rebound by the Bulls. Pass to Ramos. It's Giddey on the wing. Here's Buzelis. Back to Giddey. Clock at 6. Stevenson with a screen on Coulibaly. From deep, Giddey. And it's MP with a rebound. MP's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. And MP throws it down.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
And sometimes defenders just forget how tall Giddey is. I mean, the 6'8" guard is solid finishing inside.
MP inside. Giddey defends. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Brunson. Pass to DiVincenzo. Back to MP. And here's Brunson. Here's Coulibaly. Offline with a 3.
Coming out of half, they're 1 for 5 from the field. Whatever they discussed is not working.
From deep, Giddey. And he's now 6 for 11 after that one.
And he's doing everything he can offensively to lift them out of this hole. But I'm not sure his hot shooting can do it alone.
MP outside. And there's Brunson. That one's good. On the assist by MP.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Really left him alone that time. Ramos has got 17 points.
A nice start to the third. 3 out of 4, and looking good doing it.
Here's MP. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Sohan's checked in for Ayton. Bulls trail by 20. Ramos, the pass to McKinney. Now Giddey. There's the screen. Launches a 3. They get the rebound. Goes back up. And that's his 3rd miss in 7 attempts.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
He's lighting them up. Tough to strategize a comeback when you're being run over.
Giddey passes to Stevenson. Here's Buzelis. Coulibaly defending. Here's Giddey. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. A 6'8" point guard, Josh Giddey's length gives him a massive advantage, Grant.
Oh, it does, B.A. He's too big for opposing ones to guard. It's tough putting a wing on him, and Giddey just makes you change your defensive game plan.
Teams making some changes here. Here's Giddey. 21 points in the game. Right wing. Here is Sears. Covered by Joe. Reed for 3. Nails it from 3. Reed's got 5 now.
And their perimeter shooting numbers have been up since the start of the second half.
Pass to Towns. And again, another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
Man, is he sharing the ball well, hitting his guys right in their spots. Back to Giddey. Here is Sears. Outside Giddey. 5 on the clock. The three is up. And again, it's Chicago with a three.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
New York leading by 8. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. High post Towns. Joe, pass to MP. To the wing on the left. Yet another assist. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
He's doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
And that one's good. Giddey's got 13 in the second half.
Well, I guess we could give him credit for not getting discouraged. They're still playing hard. He's doing his job out there.
And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. It's the Knicks leading by 9. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter started. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. Bulls trail by 9. So on the floor for the Knicks. MP is out there with Isaiah Joe. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns, and it's Minot in at the power forward position.
He didn't have his feet planted.
First team foul.
Up top, Johnson. Pass to Sears. And it's all from three-point range. And so MP will bring it up for New York. 22 is their biggest lead. Next up on the schedule, the Nuggets, a home game. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road. Down low, 6 on the shot clock. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Can't afford to leave the ground if you're the defense, and that's when Towns can really hurt you.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Knicks.
Look, they're getting good looks inside. It's been a point of emphasis all night long, but I love this hard-nosed attitude of this team.
And also, I just love how they've been moving the ball side to side on the perimeter. Great passing, unlocking their offensive potential.
And MP throws it down.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
From Pete Giddey, and it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Outside Brunson. Back to MP, and out of bounds. It'll be Chicago ball. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Chicago. On Tuesday, they'll be facing Jaylen Brown and the Boston Celtics. Then on Thursday, they'll face off against Ja Morant and the Los Angeles Lakers.
And for the game against the Hawks, that's where you have to bring your A-plus effort, especially when you know you're going to be facing a more talented team.
Ayton, he's checked in for New York. Sohan comes in for Minot. And once again, off the mark by Chicago.
Okay, now I think he's starting to get in his own head right now. Maybe he's overthinking things a little bit, and as a result, he's just been off.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
MP against Giddey. Three-pointer off the mark.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between.
Pass to Ayton. Outside Brunson. Here's MP. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. And guess what? Mission accomplished.
Oh, yeah, they're doing a terrific job not giving this hostile crowd anything to cheer about.
Yeah, how about Giddey tonight? Scoring the ball, such a different matchup. I don't know who they can throw at him right now.
MP high post. Back to Brunson. To the middle. Here's Ayton. That shot off. Nice D from Reed. From deep, Johnson. The shot comes out. Knicks leading by 15. Pass to DiVincenzo. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson. Brunson's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
Timeout, Bulls! Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Stevenson on the wing. Back to Giddey. Over MP. Reverses. Stevenson, no good.
Give the defender credit. Willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
MP outside. Pass to Ayton. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. And the Knicks lead by 20.
They're really working the paint now.
Giddey against MP. Here's McKinney. Fires from deep. And it's New York with a rebound. Sohan's got his 4th rebound in this one. Giddey against MP. Pass to Sohan. The 3, DiVincenzo. And again, New York with the triple.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Ramos, the pass to Giddey. With the floater. MP with the block. Well, Richard, we know that coaches will sometimes criticize their team's performance in those post-game press conferences. But where's that line?
Well, I think coaches should always use I. When you say I, and I as the leader of the team, I have to have them prepared, ready. I didn't do a good job making sure that I demanded the type of execution. That first always helps.
They set the pick. Shot clock at 5. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Stevenson's shot is good.
If they're going to want to close the gap, they're going to need to start running more sets through him. Let your stars lead the way. Come on.
Here's MP. And MP throws it down.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Yeah, something Giddey has always done well is share the ball. Tough to miss that wide open man.
MP finds Brunson. Back to MP. Oh, and the dump by MP.
Yeah, it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
Here's Giddey. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
His arrow's been trending up as of late, and he's been magnificent tonight.
Well, a lot of eyes focused on NBA officiating. But where their eyes are focused is also a topic.
Yeah, the league's able to track officials' position on the court and even tell where they're looking. And you cross-check that with the results and train them where to be and where to keep watching.
Here's Ramos. Stevenson with a screen on Brunson. Pass to Stevenson. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Line for Chicago, Stevenson. 2 shots.
And coach doesn't like the call at all. He's opting to use his challenge. He wants the officials to look at the replay.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still.
The previous play is under review.
There's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Outside Brunson. Here's MP. Chicago with a rebound. Giddy's got 4 rebounds now. To the inside. Pass to McKinney. The 3 is up. And it's MP with a rebound. And so MP will bring it up for the New York Knicks. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 23 points. To the paint. Here's Sohan. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
Giddey passes to McKinney. 1:36 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Buzelis. And no good, trying to use the glass.
Well, some trips you get the shot you want, it just doesn't fall. I'd go back to him in that area on the floor.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Knicks.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And with this win, they will now have 52 victories for the year.
And that'll put a little extra meaning on their next game. No team wants to go 0 for 4 against an opponent, no matter who it is.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for MP.
And he was doing everything out there on the floor tonight. Triple-double on the stat sheet, and that doesn't even tell the whole story.
And Chicago going with a whole new group out there. Pass to Minot. New York working the ball around now. Joe sinks the tray.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Hits the trifecta.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Pass to Minot. Back to MP. The layup off target. Johnson on the wing. From the corner. No good on the shot. Now here's MP. Takes the 3. And again, New York with the triple.
And man, is he in a zone right now. Seems like he can't miss.
And so it's the Knicks taking care of business in this one. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you later.
Right here.
MP.
Love to talk more about that. Right here.
Melinda Harkin.
Thank you. MP, you have been on a scoring tear of late, especially against some of the other top scorers in the league. I know this has been a focus. To what do you attribute your recent run of success?
I've been trying to improve my efficiency along with my scoring production, but only because that's what it takes for this team to contend. We have some matchups where the best way for us to win was for me to score, and fortunately, I've been able to get that done for the team.
You definitely have. Thank you.
You did.
Modesty.
All right, MP.
Well, right
MP.
here. I'd love
Right
to
here.
talk more
MP
about
back
that,
here.
MP. Right
I have
here.
a question.
Come on.
Good game, MP.